It's in the game.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and featured this week is Darren Waller. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Giants and the Bills coming up next.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
Good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
On first down, Lyles. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing again, Lyles. He finds his man, complete. It's Chapman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
19 Lions!
On first and 10, Lyles flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand.
Those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas,
touchdown Giants! CeeDee Lamb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Pass, looking to make some more magic here. They start out first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lyles, flush to his right. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess There's no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Back to throw. Lyles eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Looking to throw. Lyles forced out to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
First half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Lyles. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Lyles escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to. It does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he is caught by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He finds his target, Allen. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown. New York. Keenan Allen, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have retaken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense. Up a first down.
Throwing on first down. Lyles flushed out right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On first down, Lyles. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
Off play action. Lyles. He'll buy some time right. Wide open. It's Allen complete. And they do get him down, but not. Looking to throw. Lyles. Flush to his right. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
On first and 10, Lyles. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sliding out of the pocket. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Here to pick up the first down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Throwing on first down. Lyles. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Back to the air on second down. Lyles. Able to hit his target Lamb. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb with career touchdown number 70. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Looking to throw. Lyles flushed out right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Off the play fake. Lyles. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
A give, Singletary right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the
65,
Bills' 32-yard line.
Hey, check that.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Lyles. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Operating from the gun, Lyles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chapman, and he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Lyles. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back to throw. Lyles toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Lyles. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Giants are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
10. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw. Lyles. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimum.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. Looking to throw. Lyles rolling to his right. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still one game remains before they join the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to finish a regular season unbeaten.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Lions and the Giants. All that and more coming up next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
The numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Lyles eluding the pressure right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receiver.
That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. CeeDee Lamb. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking to make some more magic here. They start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lyles. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coach. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
On 1st down, Lyles. And he rifles one incomplete. So, CeeDee, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
19, Tiger, 90, Jack, Panther. Set up.
They go right back to Singletary. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That good for 19 at a 1st down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Off play action. Lyles rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Lyles being chased out left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake. Lyles able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They run here with Singletary, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19. 19, Pioneer. Let's go.
Back to throw. Lyles steps away to his left. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Singletary. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Lyles. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it.
Throwing to start the drive. Lyles. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 53 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Lyles, flush to his right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see where the Jets...
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great play there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Lyles. Dances by him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. He's going to try and take off with it. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that was...
Looking to throw. Lyles escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him. And
Singletary loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dump, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Back to throw. Lyles eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Looking to throw. Lyles. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have opened the lead up to 30. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question.
Throwing to start the drive. Lyles flushed out right. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. There he goes, right side. Keenan Allen. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Back to throw. Lyles. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. CeeDee Lamb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays.
Throwing to start the drive. Lyles over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
On 1st and 10, Lyles got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Here we go. It's 2nd and inches.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Lyles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got room at the 30. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Singletary here running out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
79 Bronco.
Off the play fake. Lyles. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. 3 touchdown passes there for Desmond Ridder. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Rondale Moore, a touchdown reception. In that first half, it was a third-year quarterback who really showed the way. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flush to his right. That is caught by Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Viking 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Roll, roll, roll. Hey, hey, check 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
Back to throw. Lyles escaping the pressure right. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
75 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
18 Rattlers, ready?
They go play action here on first down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the Lions' 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lyles. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Back at 60.
Operating from the gun, Lyles eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, break. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type. That's what he's done here in this one so far. Right back to Singletary on second down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
Singletary again. Shoves him aside. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Giants extend their lead yet again. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about food, because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
On 3rd down, Lyles flush to his right. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A give up the middle to Singletary. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2 but only got 1. 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
134 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Throwing on first down. Lyles escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
On the handoff, it's Singletary.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Lyles dancing to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Giants continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. That'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make every...
And now out come the Giants. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Flushed out right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Giants, they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss, a perfect 17-0 on the regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card.
Insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights on straight off